All right, today's question is, I've been working out for a year, over a year, and I'm not losing weight. What do I do? All right. Start Yeah, we'll let that part out. All right, again, great question. And I think for the most part, when people worry about losing weight, they really have to realize that nutrition is going to be the most important part of that equation. So again, we're going to bring in Rebecca here, who's a registered dietitian, to give us some suggestions on how do we lose weight and what are some strategies to do that. So Rebecca, take it away.
All right, so very common question and misconception, as you were saying. Nutrition really is key when it comes to weight loss. We look at 80% of somebody's success with weight loss coming from nutrition, and the exercise is only about 20%. So it's a vital part, but it's not all of it. I always tell people, because I always say, I'm eating fruits, I'm eating vegetables, I'm eating whole grains, I'm eating lean protein, and that's wonderful. Choices are definitely important. That's one of the pieces. But I would have to say portion control. It's one of the pillars to success when it comes to weight loss. But we've lived in a society where portion control has been distorted for 60 plus years. So nobody has a clue of what portions are. So I always encourage people to educate themselves. One very simple website that I find to be they have a great tool to help with portion control is myplate.gov. No matter what else might be on the website or how people feel about it being a government website, I really do feel the whole thought process of a plate, because we all eat on a plate for the most part, and that starts with understanding of what a portion is. So the MyPlate has the 5 food groups. And when you mentioned, or when I mentioned, I can't remember who mentioned, but the whole concept of balance is important. Getting those fruits, those vegetables, those whole grains, protein, dairy. The MyPlate helps show you what your portion would be. So I would encourage somebody who is feeling frustrated with not losing weight, your next step is to look at portion control. And if you're doing that, which is fantastic, you're certainly not in the majority of people who are not doing it, then also think about controlling hunger. How often you eat plays a role. So it's called structure. Eating within the first hour waking up and eating about every 3 to 5 hours after that when you're awake, that helps control physical hunger. And that's mainly what it's all about, is making sure you feel satisfied. So you're saying there's not some special plant in the Amazon we haven't found yet that's going to help us lose weight, like fat? No. Dr. Oz will tell you that. But he actually changes his mind every week. So take note of that. There's no silver bullet. I wish it would be that way. And if it was, I'd be out of a job. And so then people then as well, when they go to these websites to find out what portions work well for them, I mean, are they going to hit that right portion on the first try, or is it going to take some iteration to figure out what's too much, what's too little? I love that you bring that up, because I mentioned that we have portion distortion for 60 plus years. It is a shock to people when they learn that a half a cup, for instance, a half a cup of cooked grain, like rice, let's say, or pasta, is only, it's only a half cup serving. That's not true serving. If you look at a plate, typically right now, let's say you go to a restaurant, or what you even serve yourself, you actually put the pasta on the whole plate, correct? So you're getting a good 2 to 3 cups when a serving is a half a cup. So that's a shock. It's like, what? I'm barely eating anything. So yeah, the step down program, that's what I would call it. Okay. So if you do normally a whole plate, maybe go with half a plate of pasta first, and then get to that quarter plate, because that's ultimately the serving. It's better to go that way, because if you go from one extreme to another, it's not going to be attainable. Absolutely, and same way with exercise too. You go from doing nothing to doing 4 hours of workouts a day, or doing 1,000 burpees a day. You're not going to maintain it. So that makes a lot of sense from our perspective. Boom. There we go. You got it. All right, thanks again, Rebecca. So there you go.